Welcome back.
Welcome back. So we're going to be talking about our marketing strategy from zero, absolute day one, to where we are today and how that kind of evolved. Because a lot of people have similar instances, similar situations where they have a business or they start a business or you're starting a business and you just don't really know what to do. And you kind of hear this word marketing or advertising thrown around and you're like, what actually is that?
Where do you start?
And what early days on, especially in your creative business, you're going to need to do lots and lots of advertising, lots of marketing to try and get clients.
More than you think.
Yeah. So we're going to give you our little playbook of what we did, and hopefully this can give you a bit of inspiration on maybe what you should be doing too.
Dun dun. So, like everyone, we had no idea how to get clients, how to get leads, how to make sales. Where do you start? We got a lot of advice from people, and they were like, do some ads, cold call, send out some emails, make some phone calls, door knock even.
Walk into a business you want to work with.
Yeah. And you know what? None of them really seemed that appealing to us.
No.
We did try cold calling all of the local businesses in our area at the time.
For one day. We did it for one
We sent
day.
a lot of emails. It was cold calling as in emails. We didn't call up people.
Okay, so we cold emailed.
We cold emailed. Yeah.
calling
Did we
is
call
cool.
people? I don't think we called people.
Um,
Maybe.
I don't think so.
So we did that. We didn't really do the ask friends and family thing. I think we got a couple of clients through friends and family word of mouth, which was good.
Yeah.
But we never specifically asked our friends and family, which was something that we probably slipped on.
Yeah, so I think because we advertised a separate way though, that's why our friends and family wanted to work with us.
So we decided to make content, and it was something that we really enjoyed doing. We were like, this hopefully will eventually lead to something. We weren't really sure if that was even going to work.
Yes. But we made some bad content when we first started. Like, we both have big marketing backgrounds. And I remember when we first started posting on Instagram, we were doing like
Classic static agencies.
static, like
5 SEO tips.
oh
and-
my God. The most boring content. Obviously, social media's changed a lot since then.
Yes.
And you have to remember that it's always changing. It's very dynamic. But when we first started, we're like, this didn't work. Okay, we did like static posts, like lots of yellow, no one cared.
Yeah, and everyone's like,
We didn't care though.
how's your little business going?
Yeah, I think the fact we didn't like, if you don't like what you're posting, it's just not going to resonate well, and people are going to see that.
So we were posting what we thought we needed to post instead of what we wanted to post.
Yes. So we did that for maybe 2 weeks. We scheduled like 2 weeks content.
Yes.
It sucked. We hated doing it.
Yes.
And then I feel like Reels
Reels were new.
were pretty new, and TikTok
I still
was
remember our
pretty
first
new.
reel. It was like boba tea pearls, tapioca pearls, moving tapioca pearls.
Yes, but it was barely a reel.
It was still a
It was
video.
barely a video. It was though.
I think it's still on our page. If you scroll back long time ago to our first post, you'll see what we mean. They were trash.
Yes.
But it was also what everyone else was putting out. You know, we looked at our competitors and we just kind of like got inspiration from what other creative agencies were doing.
Yeah. I remember we found this Spanish,
Oh, yeah.
this Barcelona couple who most of their content was them filming themselves in like their little office.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, it's a different angle. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So
We started doing that.
we actually copied them for a bit.
Yeah.
Copied their style. And the video started to do a bit better.
They did.
It was when though we slipped a bit because we had like a style that maybe was working okay, but then we'd find another video, be like, oh, we like this video, and then we'd try to copy it, and it would just not work.
It's just a bit messy. We're also making videos for our other accounts as well.
Yeah, so we copied the studio, and then after that, I guess we started experimenting a lot and trying out new type of videos, seeing like, you know, changing the start of the video, changing the middle of the video, whatever.
Choosing songs that we like.
Songs that we like.
We started using trending songs, actually. We would use the trending songs, which I don't know if that still works, because we don't use trending songs anymore. But that used to work really well back 18 months ago.
Yeah, trending songs though, but not trends.
No, we did do a couple of trends, but we are very strongly against doing trends now.
Unless you're going to do it really well, or like you're really early to the game, like don't just do it for the sake of it.
I think trends are great if you're a personal content creator and you just want to have some fun. I think there's a market for that. But I think if you're a business, don't jump on the trend train. It's so the opposite of evergreen, and you'll look silly.
Yeah, not good. We've posted video every single day for like, I think it's like 660 something videos.
And we haven't missed a day. And that's probably one of our secrets. You have to show up.
And honestly, sometimes, a lot of the time, actually, we don't want to make content. We'll sit down and be like, all right, we've got to make, whatever, 14 videos, we've got to film videos or something, and you just don't want to do it. But the only way to get better at it and the only way to get a result is by actually doing it. So it's definitely a non-negotiable for us. You can't just be like, oh, I don't want to do it, we're not going to do it. Because
we have to do it.
If we had that mentality, we wouldn't be where we were today.
And I think that's why a lot of people fail in the content sphere, because they give up really quickly when you don't see results.
Yeah.
And you might be embarrassed because you're posting videos and everyone's like, oh, it's so cringe, or how's your little business going?
Yeah, them,
Yeah.
them right off.
And then when you start to see traction, everyone's like, oh, how'd you do it? It's like, well, you saw my cringy little
Yeah,
videos,
you
actually.
like it, little mother.
Yeah.
You little
You saw it,
ass.
you watched it, and now you want to hang out.
Now you want to be buddies, huh? But yeah, also at the time we were posting like personal content and couple content separately, but we got to a point where it was all too much, so we cut them all off.
Yes, I think that was when we had our turning point. We were spreading ourselves across, I think, 4 accounts in total.
Yeah, it was thin.
And this was across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I think even we were doing Twitter content at one stage. LinkedIn. We were just kind of doing everything.
But everything really poorly.
Yeah, so when you spread yourself too thin, everything's going to be shit. So that was when we stopped doing our couple account, we stopped doing our personal content. I remember that day we sat down, we're like, someone's got to give.
Someone's got to change.
Someone's got to give.
Someone's got to change.
And we're like, what's going to be the most, what's going to make us
Beneficial.
what's going to be the most beneficial in the long run? And we both decided that was going to be boring.
We doubled down.
We doubled down on boring, and then we started to see growth because we were putting a lot more attention and a lot more effort into just the one social media account.
Yeah.
Which we were still doing YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But Instagram was the only real one that was kind of taking off.
I think we worked it out the most.
Yeah, and we were getting most of our leads from Instagram, so we're like, all right, whatever's working on Instagram, that's what we'll push.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of focusing on YouTube or TikTok, because there wasn't so much leads through either of those channels.
A bit more phantom viewers.
Yeah.
The phantom watchers.
I think TikTok was really good for exposure, and we ran a competition on TikTok actually that grew our TikTok.
Do you want a free hoodie? 2 weeks ago, we decided to show our appreciation to our community by giving away 2 Fairy Bread t-shirts. Hundreds of people entered, and we didn't want anyone to miss out, so we decided to open up a pre-order. What the people who have ordered don't know is that one person who has purchased the Fairy Bread tee will also receive a golden ticket with their order. The person who acquires this golden ticket is the winner of our next clothing giveaway, and will receive a hoodie with a new Boring Studios design. Unfortunately, there will only be 1 golden ticket sent out with an order.
People love free stuff.
Yeah, they do, especially on TikTok. And that kind of grew a completely different audience on our TikTok than we had on Instagram, which was quite cool, but also kind of useless.
TikTok's a bit of fun though. I think we could definitely double down on it, but it's
not really our focus.
Yeah.
Right now.
You might think that making content is a sub, whatever. It's you do it after you do all your client work, or you do it after your business work, or advertising's only so important. But yeah, advertising should probably be like half of the work you do each week. You should be spending like half a day each day doing some form of advertising, because you could have a client, you could be fulfilling the work, but once that client's done and you have no more work coming in, then
you're done for.
You're cooked. But if you have advertising that is consistent and you're consistently getting eyes on your business, you're getting people coming through the door, then it's going to be way more beneficial.
Yeah, there's no such thing as too many leads.
No, and you might think that you're doing too much advertising, like you're posting 1 video a day or 1 bloody LinkedIn post a day, but I can guarantee you 99.999% of people don't know you exist, and you need to make them know. So be creative with it as well.
Totally, be creative, but if you're struggling, find some competition.
Yeah.
And don't copy their work, but find inspiration from their work. See what they're doing that's doing well. Find the gaps that they're not doing. Find the things that they're not doing and then do those. But also focus on one thing. Don't spread yourself too thin. Focus on one thing, grow that thing, and then move on to the next. So find out where you're going to get the most leads or the most audience members for your target audience, the most traffic, and pick that platform.
And stay consistent.
Consistency is probably the biggest thing.
Consistency is low-key the key to life. Because if you do anything for long enough, you'll get good at it, or you'll get a result.
Exactly.
If you do something once, you go ride a bloody tricycle once, you're probably going to suck. But if you ride it 100 times, by the 100th time, you'll probably fire a tricycle.
You're getting hired by the circus.
Not a tricycle, the single-wheeled one, because tricycles are actually easy. What's this? Unicycle. If you do a unicycle, it's the same thing with anything, any component of your business, especially your advertising. Your first probably 50 are going to suck, your pieces of advertising, but by that 100th, You'll work something out and you'll actually be able to get some results.
Exactly.
So don't give up.
Yeah, and just figure out what content's doing well and keep pushing that content. Just make heaps of different types of content.
There's no secret, like, one piece of content that's going to work.
No, because it does change all the time.
Changes all the time.
Be adaptable.
Even we have, like, we're adapting 24/7.
Yes.
We'll, like, review our content each week and be like,
Yeah,
that
what's
sucks.
doing well, what didn't do well.
Let's do more of that.
Yeah, and what we also enjoyed doing.
And also, you should plan your content out. We've been using this Notion template that just has, you put your video idea, when it's going out, who's making it, if there's multiple people in your team, and like pillars and a few other bits and bobs.
What's the purpose of it?
Yeah. And you can see that. You might like do a week of videos at a time, and you can then bust them all out. You know what video's going out when. You're not like scrounging for videos or posts last minute.
That's the worst thing. You scrounge for a video.
Oh, and you get
You're
so
like, oh my
angry.
God, I've got to post.
You get so angry about it.
Yeah, don't
It's
do
like,
that.
I should have done this. I should have had this prepared.
Batch create your content for
Yeah.
sure, because it's much less overwhelming.
Yeah, and on the addition to that, have a strategy that, so when you go to, plan some videos, you know what you're actually trying to talk about or what audience you're trying to target.
That's a big one, finding your target audience.
Yeah.
But also you might not find that until you start posting content.
No.
Like us, we changed ours.
Yes.
Ours used to be clients, and then we realized that we were targeting a lot more creatives, and then so we started targeting creatives more.
Yeah.
So, be adaptable with your business.
You don't have to be perfect to start, but you have to start to be perfect.
Yes. And now that we've kind of, I wouldn't say clocked Instagram,
Absolutely not.
but we have
have
a
to
nice trajectory on Instagram, we are starting to do other forms of marketing, because up until now it has been our only form of marketing and our only way to advertise and get leads. But now that we've got a nice routine with that, we're moving on to the next thing, and that is 18 months after. So don't beat yourself up if you're not doing every single form of advertising. Just find one that works and one that is good for you.
And you can fit into your schedule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're going to start doing Google Ads,
Okay, yeah.
email marketing.
Email marketing. We're sloppy at that at the moment.
Yeah, we're sloppy, but we're getting there.
Doing YouTube, obviously, because you're watching this.
Starting to do YouTube, which is really fun. What else?
Pinterest, we're doing a bit of Pinterest.
Pinterest. So, we're trying out new avenues.
Yeah. But as I said, advertise more than you know, because you're not advertising enough. That's all we have time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe. If you have a question,
subscribe.
if you have a question about marketing for your business, or you want some help, or we've been thinking about maybe creating something that could help you.
Have we?
A guide of such.
Ah, yes.
Possibly, if you can. Let us know. Otherwise, enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
That's 5 big.
That's copywritten. It's copywritten. You can't use
5
it.
big borings.
Oh my God.
I don't know why that's come into play today.